right now, this is the bad part about college. That college is over.
Yeah.
At the college is over the first week of December. The shit is over.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you have to wait 2 months to get a playoff game. Or the entire month of December, you have to wait. Why? Because the transfer portal is the stupidest thing that they have done. You know what you should do? And Lane Kiffin touched about it, and this is what I text Eddie that I wanted to talk about. The transfer portal you cannot enter the transfer portal until the national title game is over.
Yes.
Kirby Smart.
Kirby Smart went off.
And Lane said the same thing. Because you're ruining bowl games. Yeah. Why do people watch football? Why people watch football and it's only increased in popularity because you can gamble on it. Yep. This guy who doesn't gamble is literally gambling now. Because you can gamble. Granted, he's doing the NBA, so he's probably going to become a total degenerate. Yeah. But in reality, it was always, parlay cards for football on Sunday. That's what it was. You add now DraftKings, all this, fantasy, blah, blah, blah. That's why people watch it. So that's why it's the most popular sport in the world. The college part of it, you're ruining the entire month of December because these bowl games don't matter to a lot of these people because none of the guys are playing.
Yeah.
Which sucks for the sport because I guarantee you nobody's watching that Duke Mayo bowl game because we don't know who's playing.
That's
so guys aren't gambling on it, so they're not watching it.
You're right. No, you're 100%.
Did you see that disgusting shit?
I hate the Mayo bowl. It's the most disgusting.
Did you see that game?
Dude, I would never watch that because
we were
fucking Mayo.
We were texting about it in our chat. Remember?
Every commercial break, they
even
just
Liberty
continued
Oregon
to put mayonnaise on the more disgusting thing.
That's because they had no fucking commercials because nobody was going to watch these games.
Or the fucking Pop-Tart Bowl.
So and
that was pretty
The
cool.
other thing, the other thing, since we're on the college topic, I want to talk about the refs. They don't call unnecessary roughness. They literally will go and be like, "Oh no, wait, let's review that for targeting, bro. It's not targeting because the guy, but it's actually unnecessary roughness. Make that call. They don't understand when to make that call. It's either targeting or not. The only thing they call is roughing the passer. But if not, everything else, there is no unnecessary roughness. Like, bro, the guy coming and then jumping on top of the pile when it's done." Like, after the play, that's a fucking penalty.
And it happens all the time.
And it happens all the time. But we're not going to call it because we don't know how to call that.
Or the guy coming and ripping a guy off the pile at the end for no fucking reason.
That's unnecessary roughness.
I mean,
call
the dude
that.
from Florida that threw the cleat like a few years ago.
They don't call that. The refs are terrible, just like the refs are in college basketball as well. You need to fix.
The biggest example of that was this past weekend with the Michigan game when JJ got laid out out of bounds.
I can't believe that called it.
And they called wasn't unnecessary roughness, but they called something on Michigan for a similar hit on the
That's just a bad decision. That's just a bad decision.
But no, it's the same thing.
No. It's not the same thing because I'm talking about actual plays where a defenseless receiver's coming across the middle, he gets laid the fuck out, and you're hitting a defenseless receiver, but they didn't target him because they didn't lead with the crown of their helmet, so they don't call they call it targeting.
That's why
they
targeting
review
will
it.
probably be gone this year.
They're scared because you can't pick up that flag. So they're waiting for someone to make a decision.
Well, but think about it. If a guy's getting laid out on the middle of the field, but he doesn't get targeting, but guess what? He got laid the fuck out, and he's defenseless. That is an unnecessary roughness penalty that they need to call, and they don't.
The idea of targeting, though, when it was put into college football, was because of they wanted to protect the quarterback, but it's exactly what you said. You can't pick up that flag.
Yeah.
They wanted to put targeting in the way it's written so you can review it. So you call targeting, you go and review it.
It's wonderful. Review it all you want. But the plays that are not targeting, that are actually unnecessary roughness, you're not calling.
That's why targeting will be removed after this year.
I don't know. I hope
targeting more than likely
they don't have to remove targeting. Add unnecessary roughness to it because that you can't review. And there's some guys, I don't know who it was last week, took a shot across the middle of the field with no fucking football in his hand, took a shot, got laid out, but the guy didn't lead with his helmet, so you couldn't call it. And it's literally like, dude, you can injure the guy.
There are like 5 penalties they don't call.
But here's the thing, and let's put a bow on this shit, because here's the one thing that football does do, both college and NFL. They change about 5 rules every fucking year. They go and say, we got this wrong, we got this right, we got this wrong. So at least there's flexibility, unlike baseball. There's flexibility in the sport. eventually get this shit right.
There's
I
a willingness to change.
Yes.
They've
I hear what
changed.
you guys.
College has changed one thing in the last 10 years. So, and the one thing they changed was the rolling clock.
I was gonna say the clock.
yeah.
Okay, and
Which
they
wasn't.
should.
I mean, didn't make a
It makes a
big
huge difference.
made a
It does.
made a
It did
huge-
make
as
a
far
big
as-
It made a
difference
huge
this year.
difference because now that's why the product was so bad
There
this
was
year.
too many commercials.
Well, no, the product was so bad this year because all these coaches that don't understand how to call timeouts in college, they always thought, oh, well, the clock's going to stop. And then all of a sudden you see this guy and now he says 3 timeouts with 22 seconds. It's like, what the fuck were you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
no, you're right. You're 100% right on that take. I agree. I thought it was a bad decision to do that.
Well, no, the coaches have to get better. They will adjust to that. I'm okay with that. But the roughing, the unnecessary roughness part, I think they need to address and implement that into the rest. You need to understand when to call this because you never call it.
Who
Yeah.
knew Rafa was so sensitive about contact?
Well, when it costs you 15 yards on 3rd and 11,
Yeah.
it hurts.
When it doesn't give me a first down to cover my bet.
Damn
That's when
right.
It really matters.
No, but it's
that's-
bad. Just like in college.
Now we know what this really is getting down to.
Rafa's
The
cheating.
root of
100%.
this.
100%. Because, like you said, the only reason we watch that shit is because there's money on the line.
Yeah.
If there wasn't money
gotta
on the
get it
line,
right.
the NFL,
You're right.
college
You're
people are
right.
going to
You're-
watch because
you're
fans
100%
and they
right.
get
You gotta
attached
get
to
it
the
right.
school.
You gotta
You
get it
have
right.
to get it right.
You're right.
So, but anyways,